have our platinum and copper up in profits right now. The Dogecoin is in profits right now. I don't know if I wish I would have bought more Dogecoin or more platinum at this point. Probably Dogecoin. It's up 9.5%. And just when we thought the markets were dead, check this out. Look at the live board. We've got some action with Cardano down 4%. Should I give Charles Hoskinson a call? Say, hey man, it's been a while that your project's been worth, several hundred millions in the market caps, if not a billion at some point, couple billion. What have you guys done? What's up? Where's Ethiopia? It's on the map. What's happening with the Cardano project? How much more capital do you need? I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't have capital. I love Charles. As a matter of fact, his foundation, they spend a lot and they give back a lot. So a lot of kudos to them. But what I'm trying to say is, where's the use case? Maybe AI was supposed to come before crypto, right? So maybe we're a little bit ahead in our timeline. AI needs to come and fix the tech, and then crypto will come and use the tech. And so I don't know. I mean, there's a deeper conversation to go in there, but that's why I'm in Dogecoin, and we've got a B rating for Dogecoin, and very rightfully so, up 9.5%. I had to get back on the stream. I was like, man, look at that. We're getting in there. Overall, since building this platform, howtotradeai.com, which by the way, if you haven't already, howtotradeai.com, sign up for free while it's open until the end of this month. July 1st, it's gonna be cut off. Get in right now because we have the best graded signals in the world. Even on a Thursday night, it's Friday because it's past midnight here in California, Southern California, but theoretically, since we started this Thursday night, we still have trades on the board because our algorithm knows exactly what to trade. As a matter of fact, if you're on the app, there is a place that you can go to actually see the algorithm. So I'll show you right now if you want, which is really cool because check this out. If you go into the desk view, and by the way, this is a live account, you can go into the settings here. Let me open up settings and then the algorithm, and you can see exactly how the algorithm works. So this is the brain behind the algorithm. So make sure you get the app so you can see the brain, and then the win rate. Right now we just launched V4.4.0. We're currently at a 88.9% win rate. So just keep that in mind. 88.9% win rate. So the algorithm is crushing it. And that win rate is essentially from the time the algorithm puts out the signal to the time that it either hits a take profit or a stop loss. That's what the algorithm is calculating. So platinum up 11.1% now. Look at that. Surpassing Doge. Actually, copper surpassed platinum, up 13.8%. So it looks like metals were the play for the Thursday night trade, and rightfully so. Once again, I'm very bullish on metals right now. I'll tell you exactly why. I hold a lot of gold and silver, some of my favorite assets. Physical gold and silver is the best, right? And essentially, what we've seen is a massive bull market start for precious metals. So if you look at gold and silver, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're still above their 100-week moving average, if not their 50-week moving average. They may have breached below their 50-week at this point, but for the most part, they're still extremely bullish. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm not sure here. Let's look at it. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I mean, it looks like silver has ways to go. So let's pull up the live trade while I pull this up. Here. Let's look at silver. It's probably the easiest on my phone. Just getting used to these live streams here. So, looking at silver, let's pull up the TBC chart. Yeah, it's sitting right there between the 50 and the 100. So, is it on the way down to the 200-week moving average? Is that the destination? It could just be the 100-week moving average, push back up to form a double top. Potentially we come to the 200 and then we bounce from there, right? Regardless, in my opinion, it's the same way that Bitcoin's in a long-term bull market, silver and precious metals are in a long-term bull market, and you're going to see the use of metals increase with AI, right? Because of the data centers and the requirement of copper and silver, right? So very bullish, and I love going long. The algorithm doesn't care if it's long or short. It cares about volatility. So what you have to realize with the algorithm is, you notice how the top ones are all extremely volatile assets. You can see Doge down 4.6%, Cardano down 4.3%. So it's based on volatility. And so I like to go long, especially on assets that I believe in. And I believe in platinum, I believe in copper. I love Doge, right? I think it's a very volatile meme coin. It's the OGs of the OGs in terms of meme coins. So let's check out the chat. What do you guys have to say today? We've got X Live, YouTube Live, Twitch Live, and our live trade up overall about 11% across the board, with copper leading the way, up 13.8%. It was my lowest allocation, right? I should have went a lot harder in copper because it would make sense. Copper is usually the laggard of the precious metals in terms of what peaks, right? So who knows, potentially copper has more room to go to the upside. Maybe it hasn't yet found its peak. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you look at past cycles, copper's the laggard. It comes after every single other metal. So yeah, I would be interested to see. So I'm gonna stay on this live stream until we have another sign up on howtotradeai.com. So let's hit 30 total users. And as soon as that happens, you can become a profitable trader and I can go to sleep. So if you're watching this live, for the 3 people watching, if you haven't already signed up, howtotradeai.com, sign up free, check out the platform. This is just an extension of the platform. As a matter of fact, I think I can show you the platform, right? Watch this. If I were to go into the browser and click this, you can actually see the platform. So this is the platform. Check it out. Boom. So you have the market section. You know what I really like here is where it says this alert came in 16 minutes ago and it's up 0.5% since then. So you know how fresh the alert is, right? That's something that's sort of, lost in the signal communities of the world. Commodities, extreme move, rare, right? Commodities are a big deal in the macro. So those are rare moves. I love how it labels that. Notice how that was triggered 13 minutes ago. And if you're on the free, those alerts are going to be delayed 15 minutes, but that's why premium gets alerts, right when they come. So there are a lot of other cool features. So you can pull up this Cardano trade, for example, and we can actually see a chart of Cardano where the entry is, the take profit, the stop loss. Mine is actually connected to a live exchange, so I take live trades. And so I'm connected to Hyperliquid, but for you, it would be paper, just because, you know, if you are a part of our private cohort, that could be a different conversation. But notice how we have stocks as well. So stocks are trading in the pre-market and after hours because of Hyperliquid. The cool thing about Hyperliquid is it's 24/7. And so I think that's why Hype USDT is doing so well, right? So, you know, we've got this short position with Intel. Remember, the algorithm, by the way, once again, it's all built to essentially follow the volatility of the moment, right? So let me actually shift this really quick into something. We'll look at the live trade. I'm gonna pull up my settings here. All right. You know what, as a matter of fact, we can bring it back up. So we've got our live trade on the board in immense profits. And so check this out. These are our live trades that are open on the board. One of my favorite features is you can just click a button and move the stop loss to break even. So I just moved that stop loss to break even just with a click of the button. Super convenient, huh? Protect your position overnight. And then now my AI coach just gave me a point for protecting my position. So that's an awesome part of this app, right? You have a coach that's literally coaching you for every move that you make. So you know that when this score is increasing, that you're doing the right thing as you trade, right? And then you can ask the coach about your positions that are open, right? You have a report. You've got the learn section. This is my favorite section, the learn section. Now, if you're a beginner, there's a fundamentals course. You should check those. So the fundamentals course will actually go through and teach you exactly what you need to know about trading if you've never traded before. If you're experienced, it's good to get a refresher. So I highly recommend you guys get on that. It's a very, very intricate course. I'm very happy with it. I can't even see the app, to be honest, because it's so small on my screen. Let me see if I can increase the size. Oh yeah, I can. Here we go. Much better. Oh wow. This is really fun. So you've got the win rate, the wallet. You get a paper wallet if you'd like. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Should we move this stop loss to break even? 8.3% on cash, 13.8% on cash. I think platinum is going to be good at a break even right now. And get these a little bit further up. I mean, copper, we can move that one to break even. All right, so look, with a click of a button, I can go ahead and get the board back. And there you go. We're back in business. Well, that's a cool feature. Now we can actually do live stuff on the app during the live stream. So, oh, Bitcoin Cash just got on the board. That's really cool. So then essentially, if it were supposed to be correctly done, this should show that Bitcoin Cash is a new alert. 11 minutes ago. All right. Beautiful. Should we get in? That is the question. Let's check out those trades. I don't like to hold trades overnight, but I mean, we could potentially take the trade, right? Let's see. Where are we at with this? I like Bitcoin Cash. Let's do a 10%, 10x leverage. And you know what I love about the app is when this is green, you know you're doing the right thing. Allocation's correct. Leverage is correct, right? This is 10x. But I'm taking this one because it's down 0.1% since the alert. So since the alert, by the way, why is the alert there? And look, it looks like it's holding support here. It looks like there's some sort of structure. But let's pull back, get into the live trading boards. You were at 445 up, platinum leading the way. Okay, should we take profits or should we just hold on? That is the question. What do you think, chat? Bolacita, you said your paper account auto closed your trade. Well, that's because there's an auto take profit and auto stop loss. So if you go to settings, you can shut that off if you'd like. BCH in profits in the green, up 0.3%. We got a $12,000 allocation to Bitcoin Cash right now. I just got into this Bitcoin Cash trade, so you can see it behind me on the TV. We've got the live board. Cardano's up on a D. I'm not going to take a D, but I like Bitcoin Cash. You know why I like Bitcoin Cash? Because I have employees that are in the Philippines and I pay them through Bitcoin Cash. It's super convenient there. They're able to receive it and it's quick. With the snap of a finger, you avoid fees. And I've been doing that for almost 8 years. So I love Bitcoin Cash. I think it's a very functional cryptocurrency. As a matter of fact, if you don't know, it was the original Bitcoin before it forked. And so it was the original Bitcoin blockchain. And so everybody got their portion of Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin when it forked. I remember the exchanges credited me my Bitcoin Cash from all the Bitcoin that I was holding at the time. So that's a fun fact about Bitcoin Cash. Up almost 1% now since we took that trade here live. And the board is starting to give us opportunity. howtotradeai.com. Go ahead, sign up for free. We just got into this Bitcoin Cash trade. It was one of the newest alerts on the board. For Doge, I'll wait until that's about 10% in profits, and then we'll move that stop loss to break even. And I'll probably call it a night after that. Get up in the morning. We still have a big market open. I'm trying to see, where is Tesla right now pre-market? Because I'm looking to take a long position in Tesla. It was the worst day in a year for Tesla's stock. So I wonder where it's at. Is it below 320? Nope, it's at 324. There you go. Bitcoin Cash up 1% on the board, a point in the profits. You see how fast you can get into the profits when, well, that wiped out quick. But it's going in the right direction, which is what matters. But you can get into the profits pretty quick when you're trading the most volatile assets. So all right, our platinum is up 14.5%. We just took that Bitcoin Cash trade. And it was in profits. It just popped out of profits. Let's see what we've got on the live board here. All right. XRP is on the live board. XRP just got on the live board. Down 2.5%. We got a D rating on XRP. I thought tonight was dead, but I guess there's money to be made. Look at that. I mean, we're doing pretty good here. Doge is keeping up. If you haven't already, howtotradeai.com, and you can get these alerts yourself on your phone. There's a setting where you can turn on notifications and alerts. And if you haven't already signed up, sign up now while it's free. So howtotradeai.com. Very simple, Android and iPhone. And that's what you're seeing right here in front of you, this platform that I'm using. This is actually the platform itself. Just a special version of it. So VCH coming down. Should we add into the position? Definitely not yet. I wouldn't want to add into it just yet. And here's the app. See, this is XRP, just came on the board. Oh, now it's Cardano. Where's XRP? Intel is up too. Just now. Intel's up 9%. Wow. Intel is popping right now. Check that out. Intel is popping, guys. Get on the app. You know, I need to allow. I need the stocks from after hours to also show up on the live board. So that's a change that I'll make. And once again, I built this platform myself, not one developer involved. So this is the brains of a #1 trader. And let's check our live trades. We just got into Bitcoin Cash. You know what? I might take this Intel short. I gotta look at the chart. But if we're seeing an Intel short here, why not take it, right? Here, let's pull it up one last time. So we have a gold long from 22 minutes ago, but it's up 0.2% since then, since the alert. So we don't want to get that. XRP just a minute ago, look, that's the one I was talking to you about, down. That doesn't look bad. That looks like a good trade. Here, I'll get into the XRP and I'll hold off Intel. So we'll do 20x leverage on this one. I don't mind XRP. The structure doesn't look too bad either. If I'm not mistaken, that's an ascending triangle. So we'll go for XRP. Man, we're just getting in and out, right? I mean, see, that's the whole point of the app, howtotradeai.com. We're not getting off this live stream until we have one more sign up. So we're at 29 total users. One more sign up if you're watching. It's you. It's you that we're waiting on. Howtotradeai.com. Sign up for free. And you'll also have access to what I'm showing you right now. Check this out. So we're sticking to crypto right now. I don't want to get into the stocks, right? I don't want to get into stocks right now. Quite frankly, I'll be honest, I've had a bad experience with stocks over the last few days. Especially today with Tesla, disappointed me. It didn't recover. The whole stock market just crashed. And it was like we gapped down, but there was no recovery. So that's never fun. Look at that Intel trade is non-existent. Tesla's still on the board here. So both Cardano and gold have been up since. So look at my AI coach. Because I'm making good decisions, I can even go in and see what the trade looks like here, what it recommends. So it says on plan, everything's clean, don't gotta worry, everything's good on that one. All right, nothing to worry about. The AI knows best, huh? So this is my little Easter egg to transform the screen, huh? still inside of these trades. I mean, the whole market's been slow today. This kind of just happened out of nowhere. I'll probably have to start wrapping up here soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Well, we got what we wanted there, so